Okay, so now I have opened my IntelliJ, and the first thing that I'm going to do is set up my Java SDK within my IDE. So I'm going to do Control Alt Shift S, and under the platform settings under SDK, I'm just going to click that plus sign to add the new SDK, and it has already detected the Java JDKs that I have installed, and I'm just going to select the SDK man candidate Java current version, and then click apply and OK. I'm going to create my Spring Boot project using Spring Initializer, and I briefly touched on this in my first video as well. And my long-term goal is to create an application where you could list products or assets or anything that you can buy and sell. So I am naming my application as Marketplace. And so we're going to start with that. So I have my dependencies that I have included. I'm going to start with bare minimum. Just have the Spring Web for the RESTful services and have the Spring Boot DevTools. So it's a Maven project with the language as Java, and I've selected the Spring Boot version as 2.4.3 and using the packaging of jar and Java 11. So I'm going to generate that, and it's going to download a zip file that contains my project. So the next thing that I have done is imported my project in IntelliJ, and for that I have just gone to File, New, Project from existing source, and then I selected that POM file from the Spring Boot project. And if I open my local terminal, I can just do a maven clean install, mvn clean install, and that will build my project. And if for any reason you don't have maven installed, you can still use that SDK man utility that I mentioned in my second video to install maven. And you can see that the build is successful, so everything is in place. In order to run or debug my project, I have created a new build configuration, and I have specified the name of my configuration, the JDK version that I'm using, and the main class that I'm running. And my main class, Marketplace application, is having an annotation called Spring Boot application. I have also gone in and created a new class called Controller and also given it an annotation called REST Controller. And then I've created a method called getTestMessage, and I'm returning a string saying this is a test from Marketplace app. And I'm also putting an annotation for getMapping, which points to /test. If I run this project, it will start my Spring Boot, and Spring Boot has an embedded Tomcat which runs on port 8080. And I can open my web browser and go to localhost port 8080/test, and that will return me that string. And that string is being returned from here, which basically maps to this /test mapping. So just to recap, at the moment, we haven't done anything related to microservices. We have just created a simple Spring Boot application and added a REST controller with the get mapping, which points to /test. And then when we run our web browser, it basically just prints out that string that we are returning. Now we will look at running our Spring Boot application in a Docker container. So the first thing that I have done is gone in and created a Docker file. And what we basically mention here is from Java 11, which means it needs to run on Java 11, exposing port 8080. And we are adding a jar. So basically what we are doing is we are picking up the jar from target, and our jar name is marketplace.jar. And we are keeping the name as marketplace.jar in our Docker container. And then we have an entry point, which basically just says that we need to run java -jar and then the name of the jar file. So this is our Docker file. Next step will be to log into Docker Hub. So I have gone to the Docker Hub website, and I'll just sign in using my account. And I need to first create a new repository. So I'll go to repositories, and I'll click on create repository. And let me name my repository as marketplace, and I'll select create. So I have Docker installed locally as well. So I'm going to log in using my Docker ID. So I'll say Docker login, and I'll provide my username and the password. So it says login succeeded. Now what I can do is create my Docker image locally, and then it will allow me to pull or push images to Docker Hub. So next up, we'll first create a local Docker image. So I have gone to the path where my project is located. And if I do an ls -la, you can see that my Docker file that I created earlier is present. And I can run a Docker build command over here to build a local image of my Docker container. So the syntax is saying Docker build, and -t is to tag the build. And I'm tagging it with a name called marketplace. And dot means the current directory, which is where my Docker file is located. Okay, so now it's giving me an error saying manifest for Java 11 not found. This is most likely because Java 11 image is not available on Docker Hub. So we are going to go on Docker Hub website once again and see what is available for Java. And I have searched for OpenJDK 11 on Docker Hub, and I can see that the adopt OpenJDK 11 version is available. So I'm just going to copy that and use that image instead. And I'm going to go back into my Docker file and replace the Java 11 with this image. And now let's try to rebuild our Docker. As you can see, now it started downloading the image. So it has completed the build of the image. So what it basically did was it used the OpenJDK 11 image, and it exposed the port 8080 on my Docker container, and it has added the marketplace.jar that was built using my Maven command and used that name. And then for the entry point, it's running the java-jar command, and it's running the marketplace.jar. Now, if I run a command called docker images and hit enter, you can see that it's created that marketplace image just about a minute ago. And we can now run the docker push command to push this image into Docker Hub. So for that, I'm just going to run docker push Geeky Montu and marketplace, which is a new repository that I created. Okay, so before I can push, I just need to tag my image with the appropriate name. So I'm just going to say docker tag, and my image name is marketplace, and I'm going to tag it with Geeky Montu / marketplace. And now I'm just going to run that push command again. And now you can see that the push has completed. And I have just gone back into Docker Hub and done a refresh, and I can see that the image is now pushed over here. I am now going to run my Spring Boot project via Docker. So first I make sure that I have stopped everything and nothing is running. And also make sure that when I go to localhost 8080 test, I don't see anything. So nothing is running at the moment. And I'm going to issue the docker run command. So docker run -p means port, 8080 means this is a local port, and 8080 over here means the port on the Docker container. And I'm going to run the Geeky Montu / marketplace image that we had tagged previously. So as you can see, as soon as I do the docker run command, it starts the Spring Boot application. And so now the Tomcat has started on 8080, and I'm going to access it locally on port 8080 as well. So if I now go back to my browser and refresh this, I can see that my app is now running from Docker. So in this video, we have extended our simple Spring Boot project and created a controller with a get mapping that returns a simple text. And then we have created a Docker file and a Docker image out of it. And then we have pushed that Docker image, and we also ran that image locally. So I hope you find this video useful, and thanks a lot for watching.